Alright, so thank you guys for tuning in to computerthings.com. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to use Device Manager on your Windows computer to troubleshoot various problems as far as updating your drivers and stuff like that on your Windows computer. Windows XP, Windows Vista, Windows 7, even Windows 8. So here goes. Better for you guys. So first thing you can do here is actually go to your start menu and go to computer. If you go to computer, you want to right click on the computer and then go to manage. Alright, once you go to manage, that's going to pull up your device manager. And your device manager have a lot of information about your computer. It has everything as far as what's working and what's not working. Like for instance, everything here seems good on your screen, but the Bluetooth peripheral device of course has an error on here, so it's not working properly, and that's obviously a issue, a software issue that I can look into, but at this point, it's not a big deal. The other thing is the device manager will you have the ability to update all the drivers, all of the hardware components of the computer. So for instance, if your mouse is not working properly, you can always go to your mouse in the device manager and highlight the mouse. You can then right click and scan for hardware changes. So if you were to get any type of new hardware, you can actually scan and it will just update based on that. So like I'm doing here, it's scanning, it's installing some type of driver. So again, it's trying to install the Bluetooth peripheral driver, which matter if it works or not. So we'll continue to keep our eye on that. Another great tool that the computer management console has is not only the device manager, but it also has the performance, has some performance, I hear error there, but some performance tables here that you can look at and actually get a better idea of how your computer is performing. And there's of course the information here of how to use a performance manager, Windows performance manager, and so on. So that's something that you can go over in your own time. Has a lot of information here, but for the most part it's just kind of monitoring your system and seeing if there's any type of critical errors or any things like that would cause your system to crash. Local users and groups, all the users on your computer, how you want the functionality to do, if you want to share certain files or functionality between users and groups. That's pretty much what this section is. Shared folders, of course, that's pretty straightforward. We don't really need to go through that too much. The other thing is the event viewer. The event viewer pretty much shows the log of the system, shows when the system been on, when it changes IP addresses. So pretty much it gives you a real detailed look as to what's going on with the system. What internal components are failing and what is actually passing. And as I said that here, you guys can see that the Bluetooth device failed, but I already knew it would fail because there's not really a proper driver out for this device anyways. So we are moving on. So pretty much with the event viewer, it will have errors. It will have your critical warnings and so on. If the computer shuts down unexpectedly, we'll have all that information in here for you to go through and kind of decipher and get more information as to what's causing that specific problem. Task scheduler, that's another easy one. You schedule a task at whatever time, for the week or for the day or however you want to schedule that. Very easy. System tools is here, and it's pretty much everything, kind of like a summary of all the system tools that you can use to make sure that your system is running efficiently. Apart from that, the disk management feature from here is all hard drive. It takes care of the it lets you know what how your hard drive is doing, you know, the life of the hard drive, if it's healthy, how your boot records are, and for the most part, you know, how much space is on your hard drive, uh, and that's pretty much it in this section. Of course, you can run your defragment and create new partitions from this section here. So that's another important thing to look through if you have some time. Service and applications. That's pretty much all the services that run on your system. So if I click on services, it will pull up all this list of services that are currently running on this HP computer. And if I also pull up the task manager, it will show me a list of services as well. So all the services that I have here should kind of match with all the services that I see here. Alright, so that's pretty much it in a nutshell. WMI control configures and control the Windows management instructions. So really, that's really, you know, you're not really going to be messing with that too much. It's already configured. Like I say, you know, if you're having any type of intermittent issue, this would be a great place to start. Would be a device manager, and all you need to do is just come to your start menu, go to your computer, and then right click on that option and go to manage. And then of course, once you go to manage, it'll pull up this computer console, and you could go through it and look extensively at what's going on with your system. So thank you again for tuning in, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Thanks to all the subscribers. I see you all subscribing, so thank you, and keep on subscribing. All right, peace out.